Hey, it's Mariah, and this is Comic Talk number 2. Today I'm discussing We Are Robin. We Are Robin is a new title for DC. It was released in June of 2015. It's written by Lee Bermejo and drawn by Rob Haynes and Carrie Randolph, and I apologize for any mispronunciations. The story mainly follows Duke Thomas, who was first introduced in the Zero Year event in the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo Batman run, but he's a bit older now, his parents are missing, he's in foster care, he's kind of in and out of school, and he's trying to get his life back together, but he doesn't see anybody who's gonna help him do that and find his parents, so he's taking matters into his own hands. He ends up in some sewers, he gets in a bit of trouble with this kind of crazy horde of people, and he ends up ultimately being saved by this group of teenagers who have all taken on the guise of Robin. This group of teenagers have been brought together by who they think is Batman to take on the mantle of Robin and fight crime in Gotham, but it's not, and we don't know who it is yet, and I'm actually really excited to see who it could possibly be. I'm really into this series for a couple of reasons, but the first and most important one is that they're doing a great job with diversity right now. There's racial diversity and class diversity, and these kids, many of them come from disenfranchised communities, and they have all found this thing that they really believe in, and they really believe in the idea of being Robin and the idea of helping people and fighting crime in the streets directly as Batman would. And I think that's super interesting. These kids are willing to fight for and to protect a city that may have let them down in some capacity, but still they want to make their communities better and make them safe. We haven't gotten to explore many of their motivations beyond Duke Thomas's right now, but I'm really looking forward to getting in the heads of his other fellow Robins. Issue 4 centers around Rico, who is one of the Robins, and it has a guest artist as well, James Harvey. And at first it was really jarring to jump into it with a different style, but it's actually really interesting. It's really graphic, really bold, a lot of collages, and I think it fit for Rico's personality and her kind of obsession with Batgirl, and just for a story focused on a young teenaged girl with a kind of nerdier, geeky sensibilities. I also love this book because it shows a group of passionate teenagers who really believe in what they're doing, but they're still often in over their heads with these missions that they're going on, and sometimes things do not go as they planned that they should, and this creative team behind this book isn't afraid to get dark with the story. Now, you might expect that from a Batman book, but this series runs tangentially to the Bat Family series from Batman to Batgirl. It makes it grounded, I think, in a way that sometimes the others aren't. I also love this series because it takes the idea of a superhero and turns it from a person into a movement. These teenagers all work with and amongst each other in this network to try to fight crime in Gotham, and I think that's really interesting. I also love that the series can discuss the idea of belonging and finding a cause to fight for, which can help you find an identity and find somewhere to fit in, which is often just like the struggle for a everyday normal teenager who doesn't fight crime in a vigilante style. That's all I have for you this time, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.